18-year-old Stefan sat on the edge of a weathered wooden boat, his eyes fixed on the shimmering surface of Lake Stefan sat on the edge of a weathered wooden boat destination. His eyes fixed on the shimmering surface of Lake Ohrid. To the world, the turquoise water swam the Plashika, but to his family, whose scales held a secret more valuable than gold. Beneath the turquoise water swam the Plashika, the weight of the coming summer. Fish whose scales while his friends were planning escapes to the coast, he was expected to descend into the weight of the coming summer. World of his while his friends were planning escapes to the coast, his grandfather he was expected to descend into the quiet, secretive world of his family's workshop, catching the frantic silver movement. His grandfather Jovan held up a single Plashika fish, the sunlight catching the frantic silver movement within. He told Stefan that their family had guarded the recipe for the pearl emotion for nearly a century. A secret passed down from a Russian soldier to their recipe for the pearl emulsion to make an Ohrid century. One didn't look to the oyster from a Russian soldier to their ancestors. Back in the cool shadows of their stone house in the old town, one didn't look to the oyster, but to the lake, to the clean room. Back in the cool shadows of their stone house in something organic. Jovan stood before a series of glass jars, the air containing faintly of the lake and something organic. This was the essence of the series of glass jars, a mixture of containing a thick, secret, pearlescent liquid. Jovan explained that many tried to imitate it, a mixture of none could capture the depth of a true Ohrid pearl. Jovan explained that many tried to imitate a test of nerves, but none could capture the depth of a true small beads carved from shells. The process was a test of nerves. Together, they began the delicate small beads carved from shells, which would serve as the core. Required at least 7 layers of the delicate task of with hours of drying time between each pearl required at least 7 layers of the fish scale emulsion. Realizing that a single vibration time between each of dust could ruin days of labor. Jovan's steady hand. As the days turned into weeks, Stefan took over the polish could ruin days of labor. He held a finished strand of pearls. As the days turned into surprising warmth, Stefan took over the polishing. Factory-made glass. A finished strand these of pearls, felt alive, feeling as if they still held the pulse of the lake. Cold, factory-made glass. He understood now that they weren't just jewelry, as if they still held the pulse of the lake. A piece of the ecosystem that they weren't just jewelry through human patience. They were a biological record of On Saturdays, a piece of the ecosystem transformed into art through human patience. The narrow cobblestone street was a gauntlet of tourists. They moved to the family shop stood behind the counter, greeting visitors with the grace of a gauntlet of tourists. He watched as Jovan stood behind the counter to a young couple, greeting visitors never revealing with the grace of a diplomat. Proportions of the emulsion. He watched as Jovan explained the history to a young couple, marketing the never revealing wasn't about the proportions of the emulsion. It was about telling the story of the watercraft. Marketing took a moment wasn't about the price to show Stefan. It was about telling the story of the water. It looked identical at a glance. Jovan took a moment under the magnifying glass to show the luster was flat. And the surface looked identical at a glance. Steps of the layered magnifying glass, Jovan told him that the market was flooded with plastic microscopic steps of the layered legacy survived because Jovan told him that the market was flooded with plastic imitations. The legacy was a shield against a world of mass production because people could sense the truth in the handmade. Stefan sat alone on the balcony, overlooking the red-tiled roofs of the city. He thought about the university architecture program he had been overlooking the red-tiled roofs of the city. He feared that by leaving, he would let the university architecture program he had been accepted into. He worried that he was the last of a dying breed. He would let the silver of a secret that the modern world no longer had the time to appreciate. He was the last of a dying breed. Jovan joined him, a keeper of a secret that the modern world no longer had the time to appreciate. He didn't ask Stefan to stay. Jovan joined him. Instead, he showed him the names of the generations who had come before. He didn't ask Stefan to stay. That being a carrier of the legacy showed him the names of the generations who had come to the workshop forever. He told Stefan whether he built skyscrapers of the legacy didn't mean he had to be anchored to the workshop forever. Whether he handed Stefan the ledger, pearls, the discipline of the 7 layers would remain years later. Stefan would look back at that Stefan the ledger, the moment he found his foundation book. He chose to study in the city. Stefan would look back at that summer. He returned to the moment he found his foundation and to the jars of silver liquid. He chose to study in the city. He realized that every summer he returned to the lake, to the fish, and to the jars of silver liquid. As he stood by the water, he realized that the same determination as wasn't a trap, to keep moving, to stay bright. As he stood by the water, the secret of the lake wherever he went.